Shane, obviously this was an emotional day for everybody in this room. How did this team gather itself and find a way to get two?
You know what, in the third period, Verby had a great period. Louis made 2 or 3 saves throughout that game that gave us a chance, kept it 2-0 and gave us a chance. Obviously the goal by Max is huge and gets us back into it, and on a great play by Verby. And then I'm so happy for Ginner to get his 100th goal against a team that he played for, and that's always special and that's exciting.
What's the leadership of this room say to these kids? These are kids that are going through this time for the first time.
Yeah, no, that it's never fun, and our job is to find ways to win hockey games. Fortunately, we did tonight, and we got to be better than that. But at the same time, this is what you can expect at times.
What's your reaction to just losing Marty as a teammate, as a friend, but as someone who also is a very vital piece, or had been for 10 years to this team?
Yeah, he was. I mean, I've said it I don't know how many times that he was our most important forward. That he did so much for our organization on the ice. He was as valuable as any forward we had. And I guess for 10 years being able to play with him and see what he does, I sure appreciated everything he did. And was very disappointed in the fact that he's not with us anymore. And you know, that's the way it is. It's just disappointed as a player and have no really control over it. So you just have to deal with it.
The direction then of where this team's going, that's a big hole to fill, but when you subtract a player like that, what does it mean about where the team's at and headed?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really hard to find big centermen that can play both ends of the ice and do so much. That's why he was so valuable to us and why he was our most important forward. And you don't find those guys too often, and when you do get one, you try to hold on to them. And I was pretty lucky to get to play with him for 10 years and really enjoyed it. And like I said, I'm just a huge fan of Marty and the way he played the game, and Whitey too. I mean, he came in and gave us so much as a guy in our room. Probably has as much impact on our room as anybody in the. I guess he was here for 5 months, 6 months, as much as anybody's ever had, and that says a lot. As a huge fan too.
Marty said his most emotional goodbye was with you. What was that like when he got the word and he got the chance to come and say goodbye to everyone? And what did you say?
We actually didn't really say anything, so it was just one of those things. He's a good player that we're obviously going to miss, and he's a guy that you admire the way that he plays. He plays hard, and like I said, it's going to be. You could search for a long time before you find a six centerman that's kind of mean, really can be grumpy, and can be effective in both ends of the ice, and makes your power play better, and it's probably your best penalty killer.
Did you really win all the card games on the play?
With Marty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 9 years.
Yeah. Marty's a pretty good card player, so that's going to hurt. We've had a pretty good gig going, him and I together, so it's definitely going to hurt, and in the kind of the slush fund.
Have you thought about and pondered what this week is going to be like for you? Do you have any idea where you are leaning, thinking at this moment in time on Sunday night?
Yeah, obviously nothing's really changed for me. I kind of said all along that wouldn't change really what they did with Marty for me. It's going to be probably same old.
There was a lot of talk about this, Shane, in that way over the last week. Is this a surprise at all to you?
No,
Did
it
you
wasn't.
feel like this
I don't think. I mean, talking with Marty, he was full on expecting it with the way that things had unfolded over the last 6 months, and I guess until it happens, you're still holding on to hope that it doesn't happen, and when it does, you're obviously disappointed.